Jamie, what did you make of those comments?
Well, I just thought they were bizarre. I think it was bang out of order, really, considering, the timing of it as well. On the back of, Manchester United fans, at the ground at Fulham, watching at home, delighted when they get, a winning goal, last kick of the game. Gives a real buzz for them and excitement of sort of the next month when the league's going to start again. And what a way to finish off. Should be enjoying themselves. And then, the Ronaldo interview comes out and then boom, it's all the talk is negativity. It's not about the team. It's not about the manager. It's all about Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's felt like it's been like that since he's come back. It's basically been the Cristiano Ronaldo show, and at times that's been good on the pitch. At last season, he got a lot of goals. But this season, because he's not involved, it just feels like he's still craving the attention that he can't get because he's not actually on the pitch. And the only way he's going to do that is by causing trouble. I think that's exactly what he did, and that was exactly his intention last night.
Is he hoping to achieve an exit route then from Old Trafford?
Yeah, he wants to be sacked. I think that's obvious. He told the club in the summer he wanted to leave. So I'm not sure where this disrespect comes from Erik ten Hag. I just don't get this at all. But, he wants... I think he's disrespected Man United and Erik ten Hag. He wanted to leave in the summer, which is football. These things happen. Players want to come and go at different times. But he wanted to leave. There was no takers because maybe of his wages, maybe a price Manchester United wanted. And I think he knows that's going to be the same in this next transfer window or maybe the following summer. And I think he's now trying to basically be sacked or allowed to leave on a free by the club because, as I said, that's the only way he's going to get out.
How should United respond?
I think they should sack him or move him on, whether that's giving him a free transfer, because at the moment they're trying to build something that is not ready to win, the Premier League or the Champions League right now. But they've got a manager who in the next 2 or 3 years is going to want to really push for those honours. And Ronaldo's not going to be around now. And he's going to be a distraction. This is not going to go away. And as soon as a player comes out and says he doesn't respect the manager, I mean, how is that going to work when he walks in for the first day of, the start of... the season again after the World Cup. So it can't work that going forward. Again, there'll be people taking pictures. We'll be looking for interviews on Sky from the manager. We'll be asking about Ronaldo. You don't need the hassle. And that's exactly why I said 18 months ago it was a massive mistake to bring Ronaldo to the club, because this was always going to happen. It was always going to end like this. He couldn't accept being a sub, which in some ways I admire. He's got that drive, and that's what's made him the great player he is. But this was always going to happen at some stage and blow up in United's face, and that's why it was a massive mistake to bring him in the first place.
Yeah. Even a player of Ronaldo's stature, standing, records, achievements, whatever you want to call it, how does the relationship work in the dressing room? He said Erik ten Hag didn't respect him. As a player, though, do you have to earn that respect, whatever you've done before?
No, I think Ronaldo gets respect from everyone as a player. No one can not respect Ronaldo for what he's done. He's one of the greatest players of all time, and I'm sure Erik ten Hag had that respect. But there has been no respect going the other way in terms of, he wanted to leave. He has, refused to come on as a substitute. Then he's left before a game finished. He did that also in a pre-season game as well. Erik ten Hag made him captain at Aston Villa a couple of weeks ago as well. So I don't get this sort of lack of respect on either way, really. But I think the respect there for Ronaldo is there for everybody to see. But I think that the manager, to be fair, has played an absolute blinder in how he's dealt with Ronaldo from day one. He's not got involved in too much. He's disciplined him when he's refused to come on. That sends a message to the rest of the dressing room. And in some ways, yes, this is a nightmare for United right now because it's all the focus when it should be on the team. But I think Erik ten Hag can just sit back and just let this play out and just think, I've done my job. He's hating himself now, Ronaldo. It's not up to the club to do anything negative or the manager say anything negative about him. He's digging his own hole, and the supporters aren't daft.
From that point, has his legacy at Manchester United been lost, ruined, or will he still be remembered as that wonderful young boy who broke onto the scene there?
It'll never be lost. It'll never be ruined. It may be tainted slightly because you could never forget what Ronaldo was for Manchester United. Certainly in that golden period, maybe one of the best Premier League teams we've all ever seen. You know, a Champions League, numerous league titles. So he's a legendary figure at Manchester United. And I think when the dust settles, people will always go back to that and remember that, because there's been a lot of great players in the past who've left clubs at different times, for different reasons. It hasn't gone well, or it hasn't been the exit that they want. But in time, you know, people look back and look at the big picture, if you like, and if you assess Ronaldo as a Manchester United sort of icon from the day he came to the day he leaves, there's a lot more good than sort of bad. But I think right now people will be emotional, some United fans, and maybe a little bit frustrated. You may see that on social media and say they want him to go. But as I said, when the dust settles, he's done so much at that football club that he'll still have a great legacy.